Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare
Hare Ram
नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपस्ताय भूतले श्रीमती भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नमस्ते सरस्वती गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे विशेषाचलवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणी जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसाति गौरभक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
हरे
Ram
कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna
Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama Chalo.
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama Rama Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Chalo.
Ram
Hare Chalo.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama
Ram Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare 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 Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna.
Malaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamine Namaste Saraswati Vivekauravani Pracharini Vishesha Sundavadi Prachari
Hare Ram,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sri
Hare
Sadguru
Krishna,
Prabhu Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama
Hare Ram,
Rama Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna, Raja Prabhu, Sandhya Mataji, Samyukta Mataji, Gaurav Prabhu, Lalit Mohan Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining today. Let us start with Mangalacharana prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Is it audible, right?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukhaṁ karoti vachalam pangam langayate girim yat kripatamaham vande. Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanyam Ishwaram. Om apavitra pavitro va sarvavastam gatopi va. Yasmaret pundarikaksham sabhyabhyantaram suchi. Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Chapter 18 is the last chapter. We are at text 56. This chapter 18 talks about conclusion, the perfection of renunciation. Renunciation for good. Yeah. Yes, Samik Navatay, please start.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Though engaged in all kinds of activities, my pure devotees under my protection reaches the eternal and imperishable abode by my grace. Purport. The word Mad Vyapashrayaha means under the protection of the Supreme Lord. To be free from material contamination, a pure devotee acts under the direction of the Supreme Lord or his representative, the spiritual master. There is no time limitation for a pure devotee. He is always 24 hours a day, 100% engaged in activities under the direction of the Supreme Lord. To a devotee who is thus engaged in Krishna consciousness, the Lord is very, very kind. In spite of all difficulties, he is eventually placed in the transcendental abode or Krishna Loka. He is guaranteed entrance there. There is no doubt about it. In that supreme abode, there is no change. Everything is eternal, imperishable, and full of knowledge. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mother. This is a beautiful statement. In that supreme abode, there is no change. Everything is eternal, imperishable, and full of knowledge. Sat Chit Ananda Vigraha. Three properties of a soul. And spiritual world is filled with that. All the living entities are Satchidananda Vigraha. That's why there is no question of destruction there. There is a question of all the material problems. Yes. Madhyapashraya means under the protection of the Supreme Lord. Who will Madhashraya? Devotees. Devotees under the protection of this, because they take shelter. They took shelter of Supreme Lord. Yes. Yeah. Before that, yeah. Sandhya Matai, can you please do 57? Text 57.
Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. In all activities, just depend upon me and work always under my protection. In such devotional service, be fully conscious of me. Purport. When one acts in Krishna consciousness, he doesn't act as the master of the world. Just like a servant, one should act fully under the direction of the Supreme Lord. A servant has no individual independence. He acts only on the order of the master. A servant acting on behalf of the Supreme Master is unaffected by profit and loss. He simply discharges his duty faithfully in terms of the order of the Lord. Now, one may argue that Arjuna was acting under the personal direction of Krishna, but when Krishna is not present, how should one act? If one acts according to the direction of Krishna in this book, as well as under the guidance of the representative of Krishna, then the result will be the same. The Sanskrit word matparaha is very important in this verse. It indicates that one has no goal in life save and except acting in Krishna consciousness just to satisfy Krishna. And while working in that way, one should think of Krishna only. I have been appointed to discharge this particular duty of by Krishna. While acting in such a way, one naturally has to think of Krishna. This is perfect Krishna consciousness. One should, however, note that after doing something whimsically, he should not offer the result to the Supreme Lord. That sort of duty is not in the devotional service of Krishna consciousness. One should act according to the order of Krishna. This is a very important point. Of Krishna comes through disciplic succession from the bona fide spiritual master. Therefore, the spiritual master's order should be taken as the prime duty of life. If one gets a bona fide spiritual master and acts according to his direction, then one's perfection of life in Krishna consciousness is guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mother. So nicely explained. A servant has no individual independence. He acts only on the order of the master. A servant acting on behalf of the Supreme Master is unaffected by profit and loss. It's a nice statement, Srila Prabhupada. He simply discharges his duty faithfully in terms of the order of the Lord. Yeah. This is one. Yeah, you can add, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
You go ahead, Prabhu. You complete. And I wanted to share one more thing.
Yeah, one may argue this one that Sanskrit word matpara is very important in this verse. It indicates that one has no goal in life save and except acting in Krishna consciousness just to satisfy Krishna. Matpara. What is the meaning of matpara here? Matpara, under my protection. Buddhi yogam, devotional activities, upashritya, taking shelter of machitta, unconscious of me, satatam, 24 hours a day, bhava, just become. Chetasa sarva karmani, mai sanyash samatpara, buddhi yogam upashritya, machittam satatam bhava. In all activity, just depend upon me, work always under my protection. In such devotional service, be fully conscious of me. So acting in Krishna consciousness, that's where we have to understand from this verse. Then what is Krishna consciousness? Keeping Krishna in the center and perform all of our professional, familial, and spiritual duties. Yeah, I should act according to the order of Krishna. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Satatam Kirtayanto Mam Yatantaschidrudavrata. Fixed determination, we have to perform bhakti. Wonderful verse, actually, yes. And Krishna is going to protect. Whoever takes shelter of holy names, immediately is under the Yoga Maya. There is no question of this. He is acting on the Shuddha Sattva platform. Yes. Yeah, please add, Prabhuji.
In this and previous verse, Prabhuji, there is something known as in all activities. Okay. Here it is all activities, and in the previous verse, the first line from translation. Can you scroll out the previous verse, Prabhuji? Yes. Engaging in all kinds of activities, and in all activities. So many people will take this as a blanket statement, and they will do all nonsensical activities, and they say, in this kind of activity also, God will protect me if I offer him. So that is not the thing. That is where Prabhupada comes in, and in the next purport. Can you scroll on to the next verse, Prabhu? Yeah, here. Yeah. See, note that one should, however, note that. Can you highlight that, Prabhu? So, fifth line from the down. Yeah. One should, however, note that after doing something whimsically, yes. So this is the main key point, Prabhu, to be noted. One should, however, note that after doing something whimsically, he should not offer the result to the Supreme Lord. That sort of duty is not the devotional service to Krishna consciousness. One should act according to the order of Krishna. This is very important. Prabhupada is very clear. All doesn't mean any nonsensical activities. All means those activities which are prescribed in the scriptures. And I just wanted to tell this story because many conceptions has come in this, that any activity you go and slay someone and then offer it to Krishna, that is also acceptable. No, it's not like that. Those activities which are performed according to the scriptures, and then when they are offered, then it is okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
One should, thank you very much, Prabhuji. One should, however, note that after doing something whimsically, you should not be offered the results to the Supreme Lord. That sort of duty is not the devotional service of Krishna consciousness. One should act according to the order of Krishna. According to the order of Krishna, Prabhu mentioned that prescribed duties which are specified in the Vedas. Prescribed duties, again, varnas, that varna categories, 4 Chaturvarna, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Yes. This is also very important verse. Machitta sarva durgani mat prasadatta rishyati ata chetvam ahankaran na shroshyasi vinanshyasi. Yeah. Deepa Mataji, can you please read?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavad Pranam. Yes, Prabhuji. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. If you become conscious of me, you will pass over all the obstacles of conditioned life by my grace. If, however, you do not work in such consciousness but act through false ego, not hearing me, you will be lost. Purport. A person in full Krishna consciousness is not unduly anxious about executing the duties of his existence. The foolish cannot understand this great freedom from all anxiety. For one who acts in Krishna consciousness, Lord Krishna becomes the most intimate friend. He always looks after his friend's comfort and he gives himself to his friend, who is so devotedly engaged, working 24 hours a day to please the Lord. Therefore, no one should be carried away by the false ego of the bodily concept of life. One should not falsely think himself independent of the laws of material nature or free to act. He is already under strict material laws. As soon as he acts in Krishna consciousness, he is liberated, free from the material perplexities. One should note very carefully that one who is not active in Krishna consciousness is losing himself in the material whirlpool, in the ocean of birth and death. No conditioned soul actually knows what is to be done and what is not to be done. But a person who acts in Krishna consciousness is free to act because everything is prompted by Krishna from within and confirmed by the spiritual master. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you for reading. Gaurav Prabhu, you said message. You yourself, please read, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. I feel like it says that do not take pride of your accomplishment. Instead, devote it to Krishna, because that will bring more humility in your life. And whatever misdeeds you're gonna do, just take the blame of those things, because that way you will try to embrace yourself and you're gonna rectify your mistakes, and you'll not make those mistakes in future events. That's what I feel. Just a thought.
Wonderful thought. Nice, Prabhu. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you,
Very
Prabhuji.
nice.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Very nice. Yeah, if you become fully conscious of me, you will pass over all the obstacles of conditioned life by my grace. This is Krishna's feeling towards living entities. Kopanga Bhagavantudu is always blissful. If, however, you do not work in such consciousness, but act through false ego, not hearing me, you will be lost. You will be lost. Mayi matsitta sarvadurgani mat prasada tarishyasi atachetvam ahankaram, false ego. Nashroshyasi vinangshyasi. Do not hear, you will be lost. Vinangshyasi, you will be lost. That's the thing. False ego is very deep rooted in all of our bodies. False ego, subtle element, that one. False ego.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Like Prabhuji, like when I was discussing with my friends, actually I mentioned that there is a false ego and there is a true ego. Like they asked me that what are the, like, can you give some example for the true ego? Like
true ego, the servant of Krishna, practicing bhakti yoga, using our ego in Krishna's service. A false ego means bodily concept of life, sense gratification. I am this body, I'm not spirit, so that kind of concepts. Bodily concept of life. False ego is nothing but I am this body, and whatever are attached to this body is permanent things.
Also, Prabhuji, false ego also means that I think I am the doer.
That's correct. I am the doer, yes.
When I'm thinking that I am the doer, whether it is good or bad, everywhere I think it is me, then that is false ego. And true ego is when we are in the that I am the soul, not this body, and the constitutional position, if we know that we are the eternal servant or the servant of the Lord.
Like they're asking like real time, like when I saying that like in terms of bhakti, they're not able to convince Prabhuji. Like
I think when you say that the false ego gurinchi meer clarity ichcharu anukondi, when I think that I am the doer, ఏదైనా మంచి జరిగినా కూడా you are thinking that I am the one who did this, and when something bad also happens and you are thinking that all this happened because of me, as long as we are in that concept of life, then that means that we are in false ego, because many people blame themselves also, that my fate, what something I would have done, that is also false ego only. It's not always that Ahankara means it's not always necessary that you have to think that I'm the accomplisher. Even when you think everything, whatever is happening around you is because of you yourself. That is my understanding. Maybe Lalit Mohan Prabhu can elaborate on that.
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji. Yeah, you can add, Prabhuji.
They're asking some like real time what is the true ego? Like in terms of Krishna consciousness, they're not ready to listen, Prabhuji. Like they're not convinced. Like,
Yeah,
Really?
Prabhuji, are they humble enough, Prabhu, first of all?
yes, Prabhuji. They're
To
like
accept
yeah.
what you can explain them. And then you can say one thing, Prabhu. Just ask them, are you ready to accept there is some external force than us, which can control this world, which is controlling us?
Okay.
If they accept that, then the next point which should come is that I am also being, subservient to something, which is higher force. That is true ego. Okay. And if they think that everything is because of me and I can do everything and anything without help of anything, then that is false ego, Prabhuji.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Lalpan Prabhu.
Prabhu, sorry, did it serve the purpose, Prabhuji? Can they see for this to accept? They should be humble enough, Prabhu. If they are adamant, no need to explain to them.
Yeah. Like they're very good people, Prabhuji. I mean, my friends.
Yeah, then just ask them whether there is. Do you at least accept there is some external force which is controlling us? If they say yes, then when you bow down to that, that is your true ego. And when you don't do, and when you think that everything is based upon me, that is false ego. That's
it. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So, real-time example, bunch of question అడిగారు ప్రభుజీ. So false ego అంటే మీకు అర్థమైపోయింది కదా?
Ego, there are so many examples, Prabhuji. Like false ego, like we saw, because everything is happening around us because of the false ego only. Like only false ego. Most of the whatever things happening around us.
Giriraj Prabhu, can you please open SB 11.339, Prabhu?
SB
11.339. Yeah, in this now, some fifth or fourth line, Prabhu. In the purport.
False ego. Even mind merged into dormant condition.
No. Fifth line of the purport book, no translation. Yeah. Just read the subtle, from there till the Bhagavad Gita.
The subtle false ego or linga sharira. The subtle metal body, this linga sharira is experienced in the form of temporary material designation such as I am a rich man, I am a strong man, I am black, I am white, I am American, I am Chinese. The sum total of one's illusory conceptions of oneself is called ahankara or false ego. And due to this illusory conception of life, the living entity transmigrates one species of life to another, as clearly explained in Bhagavad Gita.
In this, see, the sum total of one's illusory conceptions of oneself is called ahankara. So this is the actual definition of ahankara. All our illusory concepts are summed together of all those things is what the ahankara is.
So, yes, Prabhu, thank you. Raju Prabhu, we have to say opposite to this. I mean, the sum total of one's illusory conceptions. This is what are the illusory conceptions? Bodily concept of life. That's what repulsive is nothing but bodily is concept of life. I am this, I am that, I am African American.
Because but they're not in the mood of understand these things, probably means they cannot they're not devotees. They are very good people, but they cannot understand this kind of philosophy. Means
you have to quote from the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna himself created all these beings with three subtle elements: mind, intelligence, and false ego, ahankara. Ahankara is like this, these conceptions. Then this is the false ego definition. These are the illusory conceptions. And you can explain that, this body is going to change, right? This body is going to die at some point. All whatever designations, these are the designations, material designations. And what is that? What is true ego? There is a definitive verse actually. Sarvopadhi vinirmuktam tatparatvena nirmalam rishi kena rishikesha sevanam bhakti ruchyate. If we engage our senses for the pleasure of the Lord, treating ourselves, our position is a constitutional position, is we all know, servant of Krishna. What is the servant of Krishna? What has to do? Serve Supreme Lord, his master. That is true ego. Nice. The true ego is good. I am servant of Krishna. I am eternally servant of Krishna. Rishi Kena, and all the senses of my body pleasing Krishna by engaging him in his service. That way you can, that is easily relatable, I feel. Within our body only you can explain, Prabhuji, what is what exactly. Within our body, you take this concept, I am American, I am on the bodily platform, and quote that verse, Sarvopadi Vinirmuktam. That verse is there from the scripture saying, Upadi means designations, material designations. Sarvopadi Vinirmuktam Tatparatvena Nirmalam. We have to get rid of all these material designations. Our designation already defined, servant of Krishna. That is true ego. Rishikena Rishikesha. And what is the servant's duty? Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. Perform bhakti using our senses to please the Supreme Lord. Multiple things.
ఇంకోటి ఏంటంటే, like, okay, we are doing something. If we are the doers, నేను ఒక టైంలో పుట్టాను. Okay, a date and time ki am I the only one who is born? There could be another one born in a different circumstance, in a totally different kind of family, to a totally different kind of parents. Two people born at the same time on the same day also don't have a control on where they are being born, right? So whatever I am today, it's because of the circumstances I am provided. నేను ఒక కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్యామిలీలో పుట్టాను. దే వర్ ఏబుల్ టు అఫోర్డ్ మై ఎడ్యుకేషన్. ఐ వాజ్ ఎడ్యుకేటెడ్. సంబడి ఎల్స్ ఇస్ born not educated but born at the same time. So who is controlling that? What we are today, so we don't have control on the first aspect itself, the birth. We don't have control. So who is responsible for me being born? Ante ivala meeru ee family lo unnaru. Practically probably you will have to explain. I don't know whether it is resonating with the concept or not, but basically you are who you are today because you were born in that family. You were born to those parents and you were given a certain kind of education. They were able to afford it, and you are, some of it is your hard work, definitely. But who is controlling that you will be born in this family only in the first place? You could be born in some pakkana juggi jobadi dantlo kuda puttachchu kada ade time ki ade. So there is that force, and we have to realize that force, that we are not the doers. Perfect. So false ego, I understand that they are non-devotees, but it's also that we can't explain too much about devotion to non-devotees, and especially if they are negating it, they are saying that we don't want to listen to it, then it's good that you explain to a certain extent and you leave it there. It's okay. When it is right time for them, they will only ask you questions and they will come back to you. But until then, if you have to explain, you have to say that first of all, our birth itself is not in our hands. Where we are being born, whom we are being born to, what will be the circumstances under which I will grow up, it's not in my hands. So how I can think I am the doer when the three most important things are not in my hands? So which means that there is something else which is deciding that. So what is that force? If you accept that, and what is that force? If they say it is some, that is where they'll have to start questioning anmata. And you can leave it there itself. You can say that you will start getting the realization only when you start questioning that force. Why am I here? That is the day that you will start exploring, and one day you will find your answer. I don't have to give you the answer, and Cheppi kuda you can leave it, because that is their starting point. When one starts asking That's what I read in many of Prabhupada's books. So when one starts asking the reason that for my own existence, why was I born? ఆ రోజు వాళ్ళకు వస్తుంది. ఎప్పటి వరకు somebody does not question, then it is only for argumentative sake that they will argue. They might be really good people, but we can also provide only so much. Otherwise, what will happen? It will just go into argument when they are not accepting any proof. See, basically, even Leelanand Prabhu also says that we can provide proof with scriptures. But when they are saying that we don't believe in scriptures, what proof you can give? Right? So you can't put you forward your point to somebody who is saying that I don't believe in the law book. Then what is the point of quoting any penal codes? And this is my understanding. I don't know if I'm talking right or not. But I feel that that's you just have to leave that question there in their mind, that they start exploring that yes, correct kada, nenu puttindi adi, it is not in my control who's choosing my birth parents. That or you can ask an alternative question saying that if you were not born in this family, if you were not studying this, would you be in this position? Suppose you were born in some మన స్లమ్ ఏరియాలో పుట్టారు మీరు, మీకు ఇదే ఉండేదా? సేమ్ టైం, సేమ్ డేట్, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ same hospital also, maybe, who knows, but will it be the same? So there is some other force. So everything does not depend on us. We are not the doers. First you have to leave that thought, then they have to explore. If they're not exploring, which means that they are in they don't want to get that spiritual knowledge yet. This is my personal experience when I try to explain to people.
Yeah,
Sorry
we can.
for
No, it's okay. Thank
expanding
you.
too.
No, thank you for sharing, Mataji. Very nice. On the concept of I am the doer, nicely explained. Appreciated, Mataji. So see any person, if we deal with, is that person receptive or not? If we say something, we can easily guess, we can easily sense if that person is open-minded. He is able to hear. Is somewhere good? Yes. So let me explain a little. Not too much devotion. Let at least basic concepts of these things. Okay. So that's in your dealings, Prabhuji, with the new devotee, new persons. At least they have with some good qualities. You said they are not devotees, but they are nice people. You said you can explain. Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Yes. So let us continue. Let us continue another 15 minutes. Everybody one words. Let us try. So now you read, Mataji. Radhika Mataji, can you read? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Pranam.
Please go
All
ahead.
translations and purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. If you do not act according to my direction and do not fight, then you will be falsely directed. By your nature, you will have to be engaged in warfare. Purport. Arjuna was a military man and born of the nature of the Kshatriya. Therefore, his natural duty was to fight. But due to false ego, he was fearing that by killing his teacher, grandfather, and friends, he would incur sinful reactions. Actually, he was considering himself master of his actions, as if he were directing the good and bad results of such work. He forgot that the Supreme Personality of Godhead was present there, instructing him to fight. That is the forgetfulness of the conditioned soul. The Supreme Personality gives directions as to what is good and what is bad, and one simply has to act in Krishna consciousness to attain the perfection of life. No one can ascertain his destiny as the Supreme Lord can. Therefore, the best course is to take direction from the Supreme Lord and act. No one should neglect the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead or the order of the spiritual master, who is the representative of God. One should act unhesitatingly to execute the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead that will keep one safe under all circumstances. Haribol.
Thank you, Mataji. So here also, Prabhupada writes, but due to false ego, again, but that's where, he was fearing that by killing his father, grandfather, friends, he would incur sinful reactions. So it's a big concept, Prabhu. False ego, many definitions, many understandings. According to the person's ability to understand, we just have to share. Not too much philosophy also, just basic things. So here, if you do not act according to my direction and do not fight, then you will be falsely directed. By your nature, you will have to be engaged in warfare. Kshatriya duties, right? Arjuna is born of the nature of Kshatriya. Military man. He has to fight. He has to save his kingdom. He has to save his people.
So in this respect, Prabhu, there is an example given. I'm sorry, Prabhu. I'm just, because it's
Please,
Mahabharata.
please.
I'm sorry.
Add
I'm
Jain.
coming back. Yeah.
Okay.
See, what will he do if he is not fighting? What will a Kshatriya do if he renounced fighting? Okay, he will take a renounced order of life with a begging bowl and arms. Okay, and while doing, when he goes to the beggar sangha, there he will see some adharma there also. Okay, some kind of mischief happening there. Then what will he do? He will go and fight there also. Because his nature is to fight, na? When there is adharma.
Yes.
But what he should be doing renounced order of life. He should be in the renounced order of life. But if some mischiefs are happening there, he will again get off with the qualities over there, and he will do the mess with the ashram of that, begging the alms also. So that is why Krishna is telling you cannot be devoid of your qualities. You cannot just act against them. If you start today acting against them, tomorrow you will spoil that ashram also which you are joining, because it is not yours. In the coming shlokas, he will again clearly explain this. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Prabhuji. 60th verse. I think Alpaka is done, na? Okay. Gaurav Prabhu, can you please read? I want to give a reading opportunity. You can read.
Yes, Prabhuji. And translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation: under illusion, you are now declining to act according to my direction, but compelled by the work born to your own nature, and you will act all the same, O son of Kunti. Purport: if one refuses to act under the direction of Supreme Lord, then he is compelled to act by the modes in which he is situated. Everyone is under the spell of a particular combination of the modes of nature and is acting in that way. But anyone who voluntarily engages himself under the direction of the Supreme Lord becomes glorious. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Gaurav Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. You shared something in the chart. Please, can you explain? I didn't understand, Prabhuji. Because Prabhuji, last we are discussing that time, he shared one point, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, I miss it. It was a direct chat to Raju Prabhuji. I did not want to discourage anyone, and I did not want to demean anyone. But it's just my thought, because see, I have not progressed a lot in spirituality, but I think slowly I'm just progressing. But I'm not there. I'm like, you guys are really into spirituality, and you guys are far more better person than me. But this is what I think, and I might be 100% wrong. I really feel that if a person is a good person, that means if that person is already following Krishna conscious by following his dharma unknowingly. So either ways, that person is following Krishna conscious. It's just that he is following unknowingly, because following dharma is one thing that Krishna has taught us, and I think he's following that if he's a good person. I might be 100% incorrect.
What message you sent to Raja Prabhu? Can you read?
I just said that if they are a good person, is more than enough that they are following Krishna conscious dharma, not knowingly.
Not knowingly, Prabhu? Not knowingly?
Means they are following Krishna conscious dharma, not knowingly they are following this.
Means like if already they are good person, means they are already following the Krishna conscious dharma. Whatever Krishna says, dharma is important. Prabhuji means he's saying his intention is
Prabhu, Gaurav Prabhu and Raju Prabhu. Let me just add one point here.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah, that's the reason. Actually, I didn't see. I thought he shared for everyone. I mean, he shared to me only.
Being dharmic is different and being good is different. Okay, being good is contextual. Being dharmic is, by being dharmic, if you wanted to kill someone, you should do it unhesitatingly. Okay, but only by being good you cannot kill. Understood, Prabhu? It's a
Yes,
very,
Prabhuji.
it's a very high statement, Prabhu. Being dharmic is completely different. Being good is completely different. But being dharmic is what is expected from one than being good. Okay, you might be good to thieves also, Prabhu, unknowingly. Could you understand, Prabhuji? Could you understand my this thing?
Yeah,
You know,
I do understand, Prabhuji.
yes. Let me give you one example from history, Prabhu. Prithviraj Chauhan was being good to Ghazi, Muhammad
Yeah.
Ghori, for 17 times. So is it dharmic? No, but it is
No, no.
goodness. Yeah, that there's a lot of difference, hell lot of difference between these two, Prabhu. But
I think, Prabhuji, we have to define what is goodness, because I think he was being stupid than being a good person. I would say, miss people, if people are running over you, and if you are not able to find those things, that means you are being stupid, not being a good person. I'm like, being
people
good person
understand,
is like
Prabhuji.
intellectually strong.
Yeah, good doesn't also mean the intellectually strong, Prabhuji. Good means good. That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, if I wanted to appear someone that I should be good, I might do many things then, which are not dharmic. That I wanted to say, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji,
Okay.
I completely agree, Prabhuji.
Yeah, yeah. So dharmic is different and good is different. So if one person is good, it doesn't mean that he's dharmic also.
Yeah.
Understood, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhuji,
Yeah.
I completely understand.
Also,
Krishna
Prabhuji,
consciousness always.
nobody can be unknowingly Krishna conscious. Krishna conscious itself means you are conscious of Krishna and you are doing everything in your life, keeping Krishna in the center. So that is Krishna consciousness. So nobody can be unknowingly Krishna conscious, especially when they are saying that I don't agree to what Krishna says. Because Krishna consciousness as a concept itself is aligning everything in your life in sync with Krishna. Whatever he said, whatever he did, in line with that, whatever will please Krishna. If you do anything, you think whether this is an act which will please Krishna or displease Krishna. That is Krishna consciousness. So they cannot be unknowingly Krishna conscious.
And
Yeah.
Gaurav, to add to you, there are some people who are not in Krishna consciousness, but even great devotees than who are in Krishna consciousness. Okay? But we cannot say them they are good people. We can say them they are very highly dharmic people.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Like in this case,
That's I always differentiate those people, because those who are dharmic, because they have some I'm like, they have some Brahminic, and I wouldn't say Brahminical, I would say devotional characteristics, and wherein those people who are good. So it's a vast discussion to classify
Yeah,
a
it's a
good
very big
person.
discussion. It's a
Yeah.
very big
like
discussion, Prabhu. But of
yes,
course, you know, if we read this Bhagavatam and this Bhagavad Gita, Prabhu, that's enough. You'll come to a conclusion after 10 or 12 years that how you can differentiate many aspects. That is for sure, Prabhu. You know,
Yes,
but it is
Prabhuji.
a slow and long journey. Somehow or other, yenakena prakarana, let us stick to the process. That's it.
Yes, Prabhuji.
like Lalitman Prabhuji, last question, Prabhuji. Sorry, I mean, like every time there is a discussion between me and Gaurav Prabhuji and Mr. Prabhuji. Like you said, right? There are people who are like not in Krishna conscious, but very dharmic, like that you are mentioning, right? So which is like most important, Prabhuji? Like being in Krishna consciousness, or like without Krishna consciousness, following dharma, whatever the dharma you are doing, like you should be like dharmic. Which is important, Prabhuji? Just try to understand.
Prabhu, just see your past, Prabhu. Just see your past. First one thing. మీరు ఎన్నిసార్లు మీ వ్యసనాలకు లోనయ్యారు ప్రభు? If you are completely confident that even without Krishna consciousness, I am still from my childhood, very straightforward, I can do it alone. Then go ahead, Prabhu. Good luck. If you think that my past is very bad, I just want the association, all the hells broke, but still I want the association, then be in Krishna conscious, Prabhu, and do sadhana properly.
Yeah, in my case, like because of I am very much like addicted to my senses, or I'm not that much that thing. That's the reason, like I choose in this, like this one problem means I want to be in Krishna consciousness. That because of that only, like I can control myself, or I mean, yeah, that is the main reason I came into this path means initially.
So, Prabhuji,
Prabhuji,
for the
when you
answer
say
for your question.
When you
like,
say dharmic, do you mean it is ritualistic? What is
no,
your
no, no,
definition of
no,
dharmic?
no, Mataji. Dharmic is different and ritualistic is different.
No, in Raju Prabhuji's definition, if he's saying that somebody is very dharmic means what?
No, he wanted to convey that someone is devoted to Lord. So in that way, he's telling he's dharmic. Am I right, Prabhu? Raju Prabhu?
Raju Prabhu, can you please clarify what is dharmic mean? I mean, devoted to Lord or devoted to any demigod also, according to you, and being ritualistic,
No, not
doing all
in the,
vratas, pujas.
No. Dharmic is means like doing like you should not do anything without, I mean, against to dharma, like any
Yeah,
means.
Prabhuji, like, can you give examples of what actions do you see in such a person? Based on that, we'll get a clarity.
So like means Mataji means now just now the Lalit Mohan Prabhuji mentioned, right, that based on that I asked a question, means like the person is not in Krishna consciousness but very dharmic. He mentioned, right? I mean, based on that, I asked Mataji, but like dharma means like 4 regulative principles, Mataji. Means we are following the 4 regulative principles. I feel that is a dharmic.
Are there people who are following 4 regulative principles?
Yeah, means based on that, I conclude. I mean, my assumption is like dharma means, yeah, when you are like non-violence or something. That 4
Yes,
regulative
Prabhuji, I
principles.
understood. A very very dharmic person in general concern, like who don't trespass this 4 regulative principles. You mean that, right?
Yes,
And
yeah.
who's doing his own self-devotion without coming into the public or without getting attached to any institution like organization like ISKCON, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu. Of course, God will guide him, and there is no doubt in that. Yeah, ISKCON is just a facility for such kind of persons to come together. That's it, Prabhu. Okay. Yeah. And when there is a facility, there will be an organization. And when there is an organization, there will be some management. There will be many other things will come in, kick in. But if someone is doing that without all these things, then it's good. What's wrong in it, Prabhu? Now, by this, I'm not, crossing my limits, Prabhuji. Let me say that I have heard it from some authorities. Okay. And there are some people who are doing it without Krishna consciousness also. We always respect them. Okay, any of the dham you go, you will find a lot of such personalities. And Prabhu, don't have a conception that people who are only in Krishna consciousness or ISKCON are devotees. Okay, there are many devotees outside this also. We should respect them.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
Haribol.
Thank you, Prabhuji. It was really a nice discussion.
Yeah, sorry, Giraj Prabhuji, like, yeah, means I have so many, because every time we discuss, Gaurav Prabhuji, they always speaks about Dharma. Like I say that whenever you're following, you are in the Bhakti path, you automatically, Dharma automatically will come like that. I discuss with them. So, but Mr. Prabhuji, we are all, sometimes we'll discuss. That's the reason I just discuss Prabhuji. Yes,
yeah, Prabhu, Raju Prabhu, let me tell you one thing. When we are speaking a lot of Dharma, Dharma is subservient to Bhakti, Prabhu. Let me tell also this. Okay.
Yeah.
With a great confidence, I can tell you. Dharma will automatically come if you follow Bhakti. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah. I understand. Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. Sorry, Prabhuji. Giraj.
Nothing to be sorry. It's a wonderful discussion.
Sorry, Prabhuji. We are discussing very nice things.
Yeah.
So now you got the clarity on dharma, false ego, true ego.
Yes,
right?
yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
That's it. So
anyone
this is
still has any confusions or complete confusions on this? We can just go ahead. We will conclude this call with this only. No, today we'll have these discussions and then. Okay, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Because there are many spectators. Mute and silent spectators.
This is a perfect statement, Prabhuji. Lalit Mohan Prabhuji said, if a person follows Bhakti Yoga, all the Prabhupada writes actually, all the good qualities we can, in his body, we can see over time, slowly. And he follows proper dharma. That's it. So basically dharma, satyam, saucham, daya, tapa. Satyam, daya, saucham, tapa. So 4 regulative principles. If a person sincerely follows these.
What is this Madhva Sampradaya is Brahmana, who is following and who is, this Pejawar Mat Swami, I forgot his name. So when we were to the Udupi Yatra in 2014, so he gave one wonderful explanation about this dharma. You know what is dharma? He said, just following the will of the Supreme is dharma. That's it. A very, very high statement to understand, Prabhuji. But he said, if you are in line with the will of Supreme or his desires, then it is dharma. That's it. Done.
Yeah.
No other discussion on this.
But here I got one question. Oh, sorry.
Yes,
go ahead. You are saying something. Go ahead, Prabhuji. After that, I will ask the question. I'm
done, Prabhu. You can go ahead.
Oh, okay. Suppose if a person is doing 99% good things, and 1% if he's doing some knowingly or unknowingly bad thing, can we say that? Can we call him like he's following dharmic? Can we say that guy is a dharmic guy?
See, 99% good, what terms, Prabhu? That is important. First one.
Yeah, okay. To the society, or we can say to the society only.
Okay.
To the society or to his family, 99% he is doing all the good things, but 1% he is doing bad. Can we say that guy call him?
Your question is not complete, Prabhu. Please let me tell you like this. Let me answer it to you like this. See, the good itself has a lot of meanings, Prabhu. Okay. What good is he doing? If he is doing some good to society, and if he is doing some good to the family, then why to discuss it here when we are discussing about dharma? I mean to say that is a very short kind of thinking, Prabhu, very minimalistic thinking. If he is doing something good to his own family and to the society, dharma is beyond it, no? So, if I can understand your question properly, means he is following his dharmic principles properly 99%. But at times he couldn't follow because of his inclinations or because of his past, like Vyasnal, already he will be attracted to some bad. Adena meer adegadi? 99% మొత్తం భక్తి చేస్తారు, 1% మొత్తం హరిబోల్. అంతేగా?
Yeah, Prabhu. You can think like that also.
Yeah. So for that, I will not think, Prabhu. Let me give you some quotes from Srimad Bhagavatam. Prabhuji, can you please share something? Yes, I'll just check, Prabhuji, because 1 or 2 days back only I just read that. ST. Just a minute, Prabhu. Just a minute. I'll just share. Prabhu, just share 1519.
Is this one? Navai Jano?
Yeah. Navai Jano Janatu Kathanchana Vraje Mukunda Sevyan Yavadanga Samshritim Smaran Mukundangripaguhanam Puna Vihatumichena Rasa Grahojana. So the answer is here, Prabhu. Here Narad Muni tells to Vyasdev, my dear Vyas, even though a devotee of Lord Krishna sometimes falls down, somehow or other, he certainly does not undergo material existence like others, or the fruity workers, etc. Because a person who has once reached the taste of the lotus feet of the Lord can do nothing but remember that ecstasy again and again. Understood? So, at some times, if devotee has some faults or he falls down, we should not take him as अरे गिर गया ये गया ये चला गया इसका हो गया. We should not never think like that, because this is something Narada is telling to Vyasdev. Now what is Narada's past? He experienced the same, na? When he was Upaparha, what did he do? He himself was fall down. He has done the all hell. No, you cannot imagine what he has done in front of the devotees. So what happened to him? He faced the same thing, and now he's experiencing. He's telling the Vyasdev. No, even he falls down doesn't matter. Even if he does something bad, doesn't matter, because he has tasted it already. Once he has tasted it, it is like coming into mafia. You cannot go out. So that is what it is. So this verse is very important for me. We have already finished this verse, but still, this is what a very great, personalities are speaking one to another. One-on-one discussion they are having. And what is Narada telling to Vyas? Even though a devotee of Lord Krishna sometimes falls down somehow or other, he certainly does not undergo material existence like others. Because a person who has once reached the taste of the lotus feet of the Lord can do nothing but remember the ecstasy again and again. Okay, Prabhu? Chandramali Prabhu? So,
Yeah, Prabhu.
If a dharmic person or if a devotee, he sometimes does something bad, it's okay. He will come back again, Prabhu. We should give him his space.
Yeah, coming back to spirituality, that is different, Prabhuji. But can we say that that type of guy, we call him as dharmic guy?
If he is following all his lifetime, why can't you call him Prabhu?
Yeah, 100% means, yeah. See, Prabhuji, dharma means there will be 0.001% also, adharma will be there, right?
Hey, Prabhu, see, in this material world, you can't expect 100% dharma, Prabhu.
No, we cannot expect in this material world, Prabhuji, but the actual definition of dharma means 0.001% also adharma will be there in the dharma.
No, Prabhu. See, the actual material life is not black and white. You have gray areas in it, Prabhu. Okay? Let's come down to Mahabharata. Dharmaraj, his name is Dharma. What did he do? He has an inclination to do gambling.
Yeah.
Will you point him out to his adharma? No, he's still Dharmaraj. Yes.
Yeah.
There is some bad in that person because of his inclinations. What can you do with that? You cannot just blanketly say him he's adharma. That is what our education has taught us. Either 0 or 1, digital. It's not like that. It's sine wave browser. Sometimes ups and downs, sometimes ups and downs. But the journey is going forward like this. That is what is important.
Okay. Yeah, as you have taken this example of Dharmaraj, yeah, I agree with you, Prabhuji. If you take the example of Lord Krishna,
yeah,
then 100% Dharma, there will be no, ups and downs in his life.
No, Prabhuji. For his devotee, if you want to do adharma, he will do that also, but still it is dharma.
Yeah, to protect dharma, he will do sometimes adharma.
No, if his devotee wants him to do something against dharma, he will do that, but still that is dharma. Understood, Prabhu?
Okay.
See, if we are taking an example of Lord Prabhu, then we are competing with him. Of course, we cannot do anything like that. But we in the material world, in this conditioned souls, we are bound to do adharma, Prabhu. But don't just, what we say here, stamp a person that he has done adharma also. And 99% he has done good power. He's trying to go back to Godhead. But 1 or 2% here, there is some left and right. And for that, the Naradji has already concluded. What is the answer for that? Still there is no problem. So 99% dharmic person, if he does something other, it's okay. Not just blame him. Still he is dharmic. That's what I wanted to say. I don't know whether it can go into you properly or not, but this is how it is.
Yeah, somewhat it went inside me. Thank you.
Prabhu, inclinations, they won't go that easy.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Already 9 to Prabhu. I'm sorry.
No
This
worries.
is
It
Prabhu,
is
because
fine.
Giriraj Prabhu, whenever these discussions come, now I'll go into ecstasy. Please bear me. Not only you, everyone in the call now. Like there are many
We
participants
love
outside this.
to hear your explanation.
Eh?
We always love to hear your explanations.
No, no, it's not like that, Prabhu.
But you always in ecstasy, bro. That is needed in devotional life, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Today, nice discussion actually for multiple questions.
Then only we'll understand these scriptures, Prabhuji. If there will be no discussions, then we cannot. We'll just read and forget. If we discuss, then only we'll remember.
Reading, Krishna won't forget, basically.
Yeah, that is absolute.
We are reading, Krishna won't forget. This activity is eternally bank balanced activity. We are filling this bank balance. Don't think that, forgetful. Yes, 1.5, 2 years back started this call. We read so far different scriptures. How many of us remember each word? No, but still the time spent on the scripture, that matters.
Yes,
Discussion right now, we had some multiple questions and discussed. This also enhances and helps us in our understanding. It is required to, whenever we have these questions while reading through, we have to discuss this. Yeah, that's the thing. So, see, this
18th
is
chapter. 18th chapter is not going at
Prabhu.
as planned and as expected.
Two kinds of fall downs, right, Prabhu? Circumstantial fall down, and there is one more. Circumstantial fall down is just like Ajamila. That circumstance is different. He watched, different way of that. What is that? What he has seen, right? Ajamila, prostitute, different way. It's a circumstantial fall down. There is one more kind of fall down, Prabhu. I forgot actually. What is that? Do you know? Circumstantial fall down, and there is one more fall down, Prabhu.
I heard it is deliberate, Prabhu. He's what is say victimized fall down. This is what I heard once. Somewhere in Radhisham's class or Govind's class. These two classes, one is victimized and the other one is circumstantial. Both victimized and deliberate are same, Prabhu. Means they can't help it out. They should do it. That's how they are.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhuji. That's good to have these discussions. Thank you. So, Prabhuji, Miru, enti plan Prabhu? Kunti Maharani prayers, Repu Septara?
Yeah, I thought to start today only, but somehow or other, discussions has come from in between.
Yes.
Right. I don't know. Sandhya Mataji and many people who are not discussing, if you are feeling very bored by these discussions, and who else are the Radhika Mataji and Samyukta Mataji and Ramreddy Prabhu?
No, Prabhuji, it is not at all boring.
Sometimes you should bear these things, if you don't.
No, Prabhuji, not at all, Prabhuji. Something new we'll get to know, Prabhuji, discussions with the discussions.
See, by my statement, there are devotees outside ISKCON also. By that statement, taking the statement, don't go away from Krishna consciousness, please. That is for those devotees who have already completely surrendered to the Lord, but we are not. So we should stay. All of the people who are in the call, we should stay in Krishna consciousness. Hook or crook. That's it.
Actually, same doubt I asked many times to Pawan Prabhuji also, Prabhuji. Like, though they are not a Krishna consciousness, they'll follow all regulative principles. So what will be the destination of such kind of people not following any spiritual master guidance? This kind of questions I used to ask Prabhuji. Luckily, I got some answers with today's discussion.
Very well. Purpose fulfilled.
Raju Prabhuji gets maximum questions because he interacts with maximum people, I think, about this topic. I get minimum questions because I don't interact with anybody.
No, Mataji, but I speak so much, but I don't follow. I mean, nowadays actually I'm not discussing with anyone because, yeah, I mean, because last
No
time,
problem.
last yesterday class, Lalit Mohan Prabhuji discussed, na Mataji, our actions should there is we are keep on speaking so many things, but we are not our actions only speak, Mataji. That is my understanding.
Yes,
I like very much Gaurav Prabhuji, Mataji. Gaurav Prabhuji I never seen that kind of person. Based on the service attitude, and is very much positive, very much helping. I never seen that kind of person. He's very natural. Every time, he's. I like him very much, Mataji. I am very lucky to have that kind of neighbor. He's my
Wow.
neighbor.
And you got him here also. That's so wonderful.
Yeah. By looking at him, I learned a lot, Mataji.
Mm.
Yeah. Means actions only, Prabhuji. He never speaks much based on his actions. Yeah.
Why do you think he became your neighbor? Why do you think he spoke only to you? And things like that.
Yeah.
So because he needed a devotee in his life, so God sent you there. So everything that happens to us, every person that we meet is predestined, Prabhuji, why we are meeting that person.
Yeah. Yes.
Very right.
But I got Praveen Prabhu and Suma Mataji as my clients from 2015, but we spoke about Bhagavad Gita in 2018. Both of us were doing equally good tasks to each other, but we never discussed this point. But when they saw when I was mentioning that I'm very inspired by Bhagavad Gita, immediately they told me ki you should come to the sessions. We have these sessions on discussions on Bhagavad Gita, and I got inspired. But వాళ్ళు నా clients అవడం ఎంత ప్లానింగ్ ఉంటుంది చూడండి, ఇంత ప్రీ ప్లానింగ్ ఉంది. 2015 నుంచి ఉన్నారు నా లైఫ్ లో కదా. సో ఎవరు చేశారు ఆ ప్రీ ప్లానింగ్? వాళ్ళు ఇండియాకి రావడం, నన్ను కలవడం, నేను వాళ్ళని కలవడం, ఇది మన చేతిలో లేదు. దిస్ ఇస్ some devotee fervently prayed for me. Probably they only prayed for me.
Yes,
So
Mataji. We are practicing in Krishna consciousness means some devotee, pure devotee prayed for us. That is very true. Otherwise, we cannot practice in this path.
And those who are in the path of Krishna consciousness also feel constantly that they are not up to mark. So Raju Prabhuji, మీరు ఇప్పుడే డెమాన్స్ట్రేట్ చేసిన బిహేవియర్ ఏదైతే ఉందో, you're thinking that I am not good enough, మతలబ్ నేనే ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయట్లేదు. ఎందుకంటే మన స్క్రిప్చర్స్ స్టాండర్డ్ అట్లా ఉంది. మనం ఎంత ట్రై చేసినా మనకి ఎప్పుడు లోపాలు కనబడతాయి. ఏ రోజు మనకి లోపాలు కనబడవు కదా, మీన్స్ వీఆర్ నాట్ ఎ డివోటీ ఎనీమోర్. ద డే వి బికమ్ కాన్ఫిడెంట్ కి ఎస్ ఐఎమ్ పర్ఫెక్ట్, అయిపోయింది, అక్కడ మన జర్నీ ఎండ్ అవుతుంది అనమాట. సో ఇట్స్ గుడ్ దట్ యు ఆర్ feeling that itself is a demonstration that you are correctly following Krishna consciousness, Prabhuji. That's what I feel. I don't know.
Oh, Mataji.
From all the lectures churning that I hear, this is the message I get out of it.
Yeah, we have to find always weaknesses. We have to find faults in ourselves. We are not there.
You don't know, but you all are such great source of inspiration for all of us, Prabhuji. We are so menial comparatively. All the Prabhujis are you all are so wonderful in your be it services or even your the humility and the demonstration that you do of yourself. Trinadapi Sunichenadi personification, all of you are.
Hey,
Keep inspiring.
అక్కడ ఆపుదాం ఇంకా Mataji. ఇంకా కాలేము. We are not there actually. Trinadapi Sunicena ఇంకా లేదు అక్కడ. Trinadapi Sunicena Tarorapi Saishuna ఇక్కడ ఉంది. అది రావాలంటే ఇంకా ఎంత టైం పడుతుంది? ఓన్లీ కృష్ణ knows. ఆ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ స్టేటస్ వస్తే ఇంకా
ఉన్నారు కదా ప్రభుజీ, ఏదో ఒక రోజు వెళ్ళిపోతారు అక్కడ.
ఆ కాన్షియస్ లో నిజంగా రావాలంటే you have to work on it. Become, that's it. We become pure devotees. అది ఇంకా మనం ఇంకా స్టిల్ స్ట్రగ్లింగ్ devotees. Conditioned devotees. Condition, yes. It's a thing, Mataji. So we are not there. అన్ని ఎత్తకండి. Okay. So actually, I had a thought. There was one album by Karanamrita Devidasi. Okay, she's a wonderful devotee, ISKCON devotee, and she is a nice singer also. She sung different prayers. You can search online. Prayers by women in the Bhagavatam. Dasi prayers by women by Karanamrita Dasi. I'll share that anyway. So Kunti Maharani.
What is that regarding?
This is the regarding about she specifically chosen from Bhagavatam all the women prayers, Draupadi prayers, Kunti Maharani prayers, Pingala prayers, Gopi prayers. So she very long back, another 15 years back, that album she has made. Wonderful Dasi prayers by women. Kunti Maharani prayers. Actually, I wanted to hear with all of you. If you permit, then I wanted to share my screen. Then let us hear. I mean, she sung so nicely. Can we hear? Can we hear? 8 minutes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Can you
Prabhuji.
please share that?
Yeah, I will share. Just a second. 1 second. Very nice prayers.
The link కూడా మన గ్రూప్ లో షేర్ చేయండి ప్రభుజీ.
Let us end with nice music. Let us go through the slides also. This is just a video. So this is the album. Okay, you are able to see, na?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Dasi prayers by women, Karanamrita. That Mata's name is Karanamrita. We use it to hear all of her prayers. This album is wonderful. You can search online also. Dasi prayers by women. So Kunti Maharani prayers. I have slide also open. So let me start.
Krishna Vasudevaya Devaki Nandana Yacha Nanda Gopal Kumar Govinda Namaha Pankajanaga Namaha Pankajanaga Namaha Pankajanaga Namaste Pankajanaga Krishna Vasudevaya Govindaya. Vipada samyuta sarasha atra tatra jaga apuna papadashana Tanmaishwarya Shrita Shrivi Vedamata Uma Naivahatya Vidatum Vai Tamakinchana Kochara Bhavismin Prisyamana Avidya Shavana Smarana Karishaniti Kechana Krishna Sudaya Deva Govinda Vaimainanya Vishaya Matir Madhu Sakri Ratimudva O Gange Bokam Shaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandana Nanda Gopa Govinda Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandana Nanda Gopa Govinda Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandana Nanda Gopa Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Nanda Gopa Govinda Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Nanda Govinda
Only some of the prayers she has chosen to sing actually. Okay, 5-6 prayers. So with the tune of Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devakinandanaya cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Anybody likes to read translation? Can you please read?
Shall I read, Prabhuji?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Translation. Let me therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto the Lord, who has become the son of Vasudeva, the pleasure of Devaki, the boy of Nanda, and the other cowherd men of Vrindavana, and the enlivener of the cows and the senses.
That's it. So we will learn in these prayers how to recite.
Yes.
So I'll share this video also. Thank you so much.
Thank
Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhuvacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada Transcendental Book Reading ki jai. Nitai Gaur Hari Premanande. Hari
Hari Hari
Bol.
Bol.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. See you all tomorrow. Dandavat Pranam. Okay.